Liverpool Football Club. Revered for decades as football's gold standard, routinely won league titles and European Cups as if by divine right. Though rich in tradition, the club was slow to adapt to the advent of the Premier League era. A team that once saw triumph as their due has not won the league in over 26 years. Enter manager Jurgen Klopp, an exuberant, driven, tactically intelligent change maker with a track record of transforming the clubs he leads into buccaneering, winning teams that fulfill their passionate fan base's wildest dreams, and then some. I travelled to Liverpool and met with the former Dortmund manager to uncover the secrets of his leadership strategies, hear how he learnt them, and go inside the mind of Jurgen Klopp.
There's the leap from Jurgen Klopp, a chest-pounding reaction.
And he can have a good chuckle about that.
Klopp is delirious!
Jurgen Klopp, this season, one of the sights I've enjoyed the most. It's not a goal, it's not a save. It's the sight of you on the sideline when Liverpool have scored in full-throated, unbridled joy. What goes through your mind in those seconds? Is it the thrill of a fan? Or is it a manager who's seen something that he's worked hard on the training ground pay off on the field?
Oh, I've not a real idea about what's going back through my mind. When I watch it afterwards, I think it looks like nothing. Actually, and most of the time, I'm a cool guy, to be honest. I'm not too easy. I'm not getting angry very quick. Yes, I'm always more on the positive side, but during a game, it's something happens with the first whistle. I'm not too sure what. But everything is different in this moment. So I'm smart enough to know that there are a lot of, nearly everything is more important than football, but not for me in this 90 minutes, or in England 97, because they love overtime.
When I saw 5 minutes overtime, I thought, I couldn't understand why.
But during these 97 minutes, and I'm involved. However, I try to push. If you think you are tired, watch it me. I'm not. So maybe I can give a little bit. I'm like the petrol station, like the engine. If somebody's tired, I try to push a little bit and to give a few information. But it looks really crazy, I know.
It's a transformation that comes over you. You turn into like an air guitar hero. And when I see you smash your spectacles while celebrating in a moment of victory against Norwich City.
It's crazy! It is insane! And so is he!
Every Liverpool fan I know, every Dortmund fan that I know, we see a man who loves football, emotional football.
Yeah.
And I don't want to project, Jurgen. What is it that you love about football?
First of all, the possibility to win. I love the game in itself. That means 11 boys, how I started, play together, make each other better. You can win against better teams, things like this. You don't have to be the best, but you can win. Things like this, I love this. I love good tactics, I love possession, I love all the things, that's the truth. But I think the only reason why we should watch it is because of the emotion involved in this game. It's nearly, in my opinion, the only sports where it is like this. It's like emotion have this big influence.
Liverpool lead the leaders! An uplifting moment for Jurgen Klopp.
If you compare it with basketball, for example, so it's not that physical. It's physical. I watch games and it's great what they do. It's unbelievable, talented players. But it's different. It's not. It's one-on-one. It's not this body touch things. It's and you have the best player still can decide the game alone like Curry or whoever now, 3 points, 3 points. It's not really to defend things like this. So in football, it's always to defend. Even Lionel Messi is to defend. Even Cristiano Ronaldo is to defend. And so I love this. It doesn't matter what happens around. In this 97 minutes, you really can dip in the game. Everybody who wants to, and can forget everything around and be part of the win or part of the defeat. And everything is better and easier when you do it together. And that's what I love. I love to be together with other people, and so in this moment to feel the same or to feel the completely opposite of what the other team feels or the other crowd feels. So this together thing, I love it, to be honest, and split it or cut it from the brain thing. What do we have to do in the right moment from the tactical thing? I think it's a mixture of all, and that's what I like.
Your love for the game goes back to your earliest days in Stuttgart, in the Black Forest. You started your career off as a part-time player. You worked in a video rental store. You loaded trucks, but then you found a home with Mainz in the German second division. I read that you were a passionate, if not skill-blessed striker and defender. You once said, I had the talent for the fifth division and the mind for the Bundesliga. The result was a career in the second division. Was it as a player that you realised that what you lacked in skill you could make up for with passion and tactics?
I don't know. I was really quick for a 6'4" or something.
You big man.
Yeah, and was pretty quick and a good header, and a big heart. So I could run a lot and quick. So that's maybe better usually for light athletics. But I love to run with the ball. So that was okay. But of course I was quite important for all the teams I played in. It was only one club, but different teams, because the other player changed all the time. Only I was something like
a constant.
Yeah, always there. I was always something like a leader in the team, a little bit of pusher already, and I was the emotional part of the game, a little bit more angry than other players. I thought a lot of times I should do something serious because it was not too good paid in Mainz. It was most of the time at the 20th of each month. It was something like became difficult, but I loved it too much to stop it. Obviously, I did the right thing because it gave me the opportunity to become a manager. That's what I always wanted. That's not easy, and I had not only in this moment luck in my life.
I'm interested. We are so much of managers in the world of football. We expect you to be tactical genius, psychologists, sports scientists, negotiators, data analysts, motivators, and charismatic PR heads. From your experience, what's the single most important skill a manager must have to succeed?
Oh, knowledge about football. No, that's easy. So if you have no idea about football, you have no chance. So at the end, it depends to different things. So when I started in 2001, it was quite different, especially in the second division in Germany. So nobody was really interested. If I would have managed the team naked, nobody would really recognize it. So but we had not the biggest interest around us. Mainz was something like a small island. Nobody needed us, but we were still there. And that's the one thing. Then a big. You need to love the work. So it's easy if you like football. It's a lot of work. What we are doing here with 20, 30 people, I did the first few years completely alone, analyzes all these things, and at the end it looks like this. In the moment, it's very important for managers, meanwhile, to always ready for press conferences and things like this, being something. If the best thing is you are a little bit strange, or you are extremely smart, or you have always a perfect answer or something like this.
I'm a totally normal guy. I'm the normal one, maybe, if you want this. Yeah.
In my case, it is, I don't care. I don't absolutely care.
At the end, it's only football.
I'm not interested in what everybody's thinking, what they want to hear when they ask a question, because most of the time I think they didn't think a second about their question. Why should I think a second about my answer?
Do you think that your team is already ready to fight for the league?
To fight for what?
For the league, for winning the league.
Oh, please. Are you crazy? I was hoping that I don't understand the question.
But overall, it's knowledge about football and work together with young football players. And I love it, because I always were a little bit frustrated about my own skills, and now I work only with world-class players together. So that's pretty cool. All the things I had in my mind, they have in their legs and their mind. That's pretty cool. So they need only a little bit of pushing left, pushing right, giving a few informations, and then it looks pretty good, to be honest. So, and I like the whole job, but you're right. It's a lot of things as a manager what you should know about. But if you're smart enough, you have around you a lot of good people who are better in the things where you are not too good in. And I was always smart enough to have the best people around me. That's in my coaching staff, together with Jelko Bubac and Pete Gravitz, now here with Pepe Linders and John Achterberg. It's brilliant. I really love working with them, and they're all brilliant in what they're doing. And if you do this, and then I think you only can be better and better and better.
So what is the most important role a manager has to play, Jurgen?
I have no idea, because I never played a role, to be honest. I'm always... I have no time to play a role. I have no time to think about what other people expect from me. It's only... I do what I think it's right. When I started as a manager with 33, the day before I was a player. So I had no time to plan my managing style. Since then, I'm always working, so I had no time to watch how other people are doing. I always tried to do it my own way. So I have absolutely no idea how other managers are working. I don't know how it usually should be. I only can speak about our way. That's all, and I'm pretty sure it's not the best one. But for us, it's absolutely okay, and we like how we do it, and we are only together because of our quality, but we are friends, and working together with friends, that's the best thing you can do.
Your work paid off, and then some. At Mainz, you worked wonders. You dragged a tiny club with a smaller stadium and tiny budget into the Bundesliga. Bild hailed you as the Harry Potter of German football. The club was left with a new stadium, bigger budget, a vibrant youth academy. It wasn't magic, though. I mean, it was more down to the fact that you realised smarter tactics, better conditioning could tip the scales for your team against those allegedly of superior quality.
Yeah, the best thing at Mainz was that we started really together, very young, no experience, but big heart for what we had to do. So there were no expectations, because when I became the manager, we were, I think, something like 12 points or something behind. It was really not too easy, and we did it. And so next year we enjoyed it. We learned everything together. It was the best thing what you can do, starting in a small club like this. It was a lucky situation, the right people in the right place in the right moment, and we realized it, and we used it, and we started something like a dream, and that a dream come true. And we didn't reach our target in the first year. We missed the promotion because of 1 point. 1 year later, because of 1 goal. And in the third year, we did it. So, and I know how to handle big defeats. So it feels in the first moment always like the worst thing ever in history of human beings. But it made us resistant for all the things around. And I already had the worst moment in football life, I would say. So from this base on, it only can be better.
Coming up, Jurgen Klopp describes the moment he knew it was time to leave after 7 years at Dortmund and find a new home at Liverpool Football Club.
It was not about because the last season was not too successful. I'm not that guy. I don't need to win more often always than all the other people's around.
You left Mainz, a club transformed. After 7 years, you moved to Dortmund, a far cry from the full-throated Dortmund that we now know and love. They'd been Champions League finalists a decade earlier, but you inherited a team with severe financial problems, fresh off a relegation battle. I mean, you forged your style there, gegenpressing, what you called heavy metal football, collective, buccaneering play. Can you describe how you found that this would be the most effective way to bring a superior football team down to your level?
Oh, again, that's easy. That's easy. But that's how we started at Mainz. So when you have not the best circumstances, when you know there's a lot of quality around you, and if you can say, okay, I have no chance, or you try it on a different way. So, and in my opinion, football is the game where it's most easy to win against better teams.
Pitch check.
Jurgen Klopp manages a smile.
The style of football, it's not that we created this, a few other people, I think, did it before. We lived it a little bit more intense, I would say.
Marco Reus. Bixton back heel. Oh, what brilliant football. Brilliant football by Borussia Dortmund.
We had to do a lot of things, to change a lot of things at Dortmund. They were 13th in the table a year before. Quite old squad and no money. So if you have no money, then you need to find talents.
This is Lewandowski breaking through. He's got Hofmann in front of him. Can he get a shot on goal? Good run this by Lewandowski. And what a goal by Robert Lewandowski. And just look at Jurgen Klopp celebrating a brilliant goal.
We found them, and they were not too expensive, and we could bring them together. They're still there. 8, 9 of these players are still at Dortmund. It was a great generation. It is still a great generation. A generation of players with outstanding character, outstanding working ability. They really like to work. They knew the only chance to have something like a really successful career is really to improve as a team. And yeah, it worked, and it was together with the stadium. Who ever been there at Dortmund knows 80,000 pretty enthusiastic people. They can be more than 10, 20, 30% in a game, especially in a difficult game. And
well, the fans can shift the balance 20 to 30%.
Of course.
One of my favourite quotes of yours comes from this era. It seems to capture the essence of your philosophy. It's not a case of finding the best 11 players, but rather the 11 who are most likely to win.
I'm pretty sure I'm not an inventor or founder of this sentence. I don't know, but I think that's clear. So usually it's mathematics. In football, 11 times 100% need to be more than 1,100%. That's possible, and that's what we always work for. It's working for the special moment. I'm really thankful that I was part of really a lot of games where before the game I could not imagine in my wildest dreams that it will work like this. These wonderful moments when you win completely unexpected, that's great, and it's never to forget. And that's more than I could have expected a few years before when I started my career. So I'm fine. I'm really happy with the things I do, and for me, motivation is pretty easy because I love what I do.
You achieved a lot at Dortmund over the course of the 7 years. League titles, the German Cup, the Super Cup, a darling run to the Champions League final. Can you describe for us the moment that you knew you had to leave?
First of all, nobody was more surprised than ourselves that we could win the league, to be honest, in 2011. We were really shocked, by the way. But it was a good party afterwards.
Das ist das Beste, was der Sport leisten kann. Alle glücklich machen.
I don't know when I realized I want to do something else. So it was not to leave the place. It was not about because the last season was not too successful. I'm not that guy. I don't need to win more often always than all the other peoples around. I know they do their work too very hard, and so that's not about. But only I thought, okay, if I stay here, we need to change more than when I leave. Then they can stay together. They can work with the experience of the last few years. They can get stronger because of this and become stronger because of this. And so that was pretty easy for me to say. It was wonderful, and I had a brilliant time. I enjoyed each second. But I think it's better for all of us, to split, and that's what we did. And so when I come back now, I can go back to Mainz, meet friends. I can go back to Dortmund, meet friends, and hopefully sometime when I come back to Liverpool, I will meet friends. So that's the best thing what you can say about life, I would say.
Still to come, Jurgen Klopp explains what it was about Liverpool that allowed him to emotionally connect to the city so quickly.
I love football, and I love the way Liverpool loves football. I love the way all the Liverpoolians live football, the history around. Liverpool was even in Germany a big thing to talk about.
Morning everyone, welcome to Anfield. So the final thing for me to do before starting is to introduce the top table and the new manager of Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp.
You took a year off And in
I tried
October
to.
2015, you made the decision to come to Liverpool and become the club's 21st manager in its 124-year existence. Liverpool is a club with an immense history, but there's very few fans who'd even consider that they could make the case that the club is a continental superpower right now. What did you look at when you saw this club before you came here? And how did you make the decision to say, this club, Liverpool, is going to be the next project for me?
Okay, that's the 100% truth. The only club I finished my holiday early was Liverpool FC. So that's how it is. To be honest, I hoped it will be later. It was not that I didn't think about football for 3.5 months. First call, my agent called me and said, okay, Liverpool is interested. And then I knew I don't have to ask my wife. I don't have to ask my 2 colleagues. It was clear.
Describe it, Jurgen.
I can't. It's because I love football, and I love the way Liverpool loves football, and I love the way how all the Liverpoolians live football, the history around, the special commitment of all the people around. And it's in Liverpool was even in Germany a big thing to talk about. It's not that I watched 500 Liverpool games with a scarf in front of television and something like this. I really followed the way, and it's again more about emotion. I cannot explain it 100%, but it's when we came here for a friendly game with Dortmund, I think 1.5 years ago, it was always clear if there will be something like an opportunity, then I would think about it.
Did it help that Liverpool's revered as a manager's club? Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Rafa Benitez, I mean, they're all lionised here in a way that few players are.
Not really, because I followed more the club, more the football than the managing history. But of course, when you came here, again, then more information about the club, then I started, knowing more about this special kind of relationship. But that's not the reason why I'm here.
Were you not tempted to choose a club, just bear me out here, that were bankrolled by an oligarch or a sheikh? I mean, you said about the financial gap when you were at Dortmund between you and Bayern Munich. You said, we have a bow and arrow, and if we aim well, we can hit the target. But the problem is, Bayern always has a bazooka.
Yeah, good sentence, by the way. No, I don't need a shake, to be honest. Around, and I don't need oil or something or more money. That's not the thing. I think Liverpool in this moment was a club who needs a little bit of help.
If we want, this could be a real special day. If we want.
So I thought I could help. That's the one thing. I thought it could fit really well. And as I am in first part, as a football fan, I thought they need a strong personality.
We want to get back confidence more and more and more and more in our own skills, our own quality.
I'm quite strong because I don't feel pressure from outside. To cool down the situation with always talking about the past and not be patient enough to reach the things in the future, that's a strange situation. It's absolutely normal, but you need somebody to say, okay, we can do it like we did before, and you will see it will not work like before. So you have to change a few things.
We have to open our chest and then let's run and fight and shoot and all the things and defend together and attack together and all the things like in your best dream football looks like.
And so now we are here, and I think we are in this moment. We have a really nice, ambitious atmosphere. So the people start enjoying this game, and accept still that we are not first off the table, but we are on a good way. We are on a good way, and everybody can see it, and they like the development, and they celebrate the development. And so in this moment, Liverpool is in a really good mood.
Next, Jurgen Klopp reveals what it was about the challenge that attracted him to become Liverpool's new manager.
After this long lack of success, it's normal that the people are still passionate, but it's that they lose patience, and that's what happened here. I will be here. I'll try my best.
It's a remarkable city. I mean, it's a maverick city filled with outsiders, not unlike yourself. At the same time, when I grew up here, it always wanted to cede off and become a republic of its own. Get away from England, become the Republic of Liverpool. If you win the league, you could be the king of that republic, Jurgen. But I'm interested, Liverpool's also a hard place to crack, occasionally. Managers of Everton and Liverpool have come, stayed for a long time and not felt like they are really of the city.
If you like, I could teach you a few Scouse phrases that might come in useful.
Very, very useful for me, because if you speak Scouse to me, I'm off. No chance.
Okay.
So here's the first one.
You've been here for months, and you're already giving it bifters.
Giving it bifters?
It just means, basically, you're just trying your best.
Giving it, and bifters is for best something.
Yeah.
Ah, bifters. And how pronounce it?
Giving it bifters.
I mean, you really feel like you understand the emotional pulse of this city. What is the emotional pulse of Liverpool, and how did you understand it so quickly?
Dortmund was a perfect preparation for Liverpool. I didn't think too much. I think I am more. Well, it's more a coincidence that I'm pretty exactly like this. And then we came here. And we recognized that the people are really, really nice and great people, and so it's really very, very easy to work for these people. I think it's absolutely normal that after this break and long lack of success, it's normal that the people are still passionate, but it's that they lose patience, and that's what happened here. And to bring this back, but then to show that we are still hard workers, that's what we try to do. Not more, not less. But you know the British press better than I do. If they want to write things, then nobody can stop it. And but how I said, for me, it's not a problem. It's only about what do the people think. And as long as the people want that I'm here and that I'm the right person, well, I will be here and try my best.
I think it's not often you get a managerial appointment where everybody is unanimous about the decision.
Yeah.
I think we're in for one heck of a ride.
You've been handed the team that wasn't yours. I mean, from the off, you're essentially working with somebody else's tools, which is hard for any manager. But you demand a specific style, fitness, conditioning, a tactical transformation.
We enjoyed it, of course, but we are not here to enjoy it. Now we are in, and now we can work.
How difficult is it to instill a system and a style of play on players who aren't equipped to play that system?
Oh, that's usually not too difficult, but you need time, and we hadn't time. That's the problem. And so my team is smart enough to play each system, but of course, football, 11 players, 20, 25 players, doing the same, it's not too simple. So the only problem was injuries and too many matches. That's the problem, and only recovery sessions between. So, and it was my first time that I came in the middle of a season to a new club. So it was quite interesting, but at the end it was unbelievable hard work, especially for the players. And I'm completely different to the English philosophy about we have to buy, we have to buy, we have to buy, we have to buy, and it's only all about transfers, all about transfers, all about transfers. So because I believe in training, but for training you need time and the right players. And if you don't have the right players, you have to make transfers. But you don't have to make transfers because you don't want to train or you have no time to train or whatever. So that's different. So we use the time to train together, and I think that the players enjoyed that time. Now they feel the improvement. Now they feel the development, and so we could use it more often. But it's a long way to go, and yeah. But how I said, if everybody wants, then we have enough time, and then we can do something special here.
Coming up next, Jurgen Klopp reveals his unique approach to man management.
That's easy. You only have to look inside yourself, what you like, and what let you be confident.
Your first game, a goalless draw against Tottenham. The lasting memory of that game, at the final whistle, you giving out hugs like a giant Teutonic Care Bear. There was a hug for Sinclair, a kiss and a slap for Ibe. I look at those hugs, I've got to be honest, Jurgen, I want one. It's the closest those guys will ever get to going back to the womb. You've got a reputation as a motivation master and a man manager. And in a short time, what you've done here with players like Adam Lallana, Roberto Firmino, Dejan Lovren, Divock Origi and Joe Allen, you've transformed their careers. How do you motivate a modern footballer? They've got so much money, so many endorsements, so many Twitter followers. How do you make them think about what you want from them, not just as an individual, but as a collective? What's the secret?
There's no secret. How can there be a secret?
Come on, there is.
No, there's no. That's easy. I think it's easy. It's around creating the atmosphere where everybody feels really good, first of all, and then you only have to look inside yourself, what you like and what let you be confident. It's the positive, or sometimes the critical feedback from a person which is important for you. And the most important thing, these players are good. I don't have to make them something special. Adam Lallana, I knew him before I came here. I saw him playing in Southampton. He's a brilliant player. And I didn't care a second about what happened when he came here. Somebody thought he was injured. Yeah, he was injured. And it's not so easy to start.
He gets the shot away. Oh, goodness, it's gone in. Adam Lallana.
I saw Dejan Lovren playing before he came here, and I knew he's brilliant. Divock Origi, when he was 17, everybody knew he's the biggest striker talent in the world. He played for the Belgium national team. And Joe Allen, I knew him from Swansea. I watched football much longer than I'm here. So I knew all this. So it's not that I think, okay, you can't play football, but believe me, I can make you a world star. That's not how it is. But these players are really skilled. We all can fail. We all can make mistakes. Not important. It's only how you handle it, how you react on it. And so, how I said, I have much more really heavy and hard defeats in my life than wonderful wins. And so I know how to come out by myself, how to go back and on track by myself, and so that's all I give. I'm 48 years old. I have more experience in nearly all parts of life than my players. And I came here with absolutely nil talent, nil skill, but I could do the way. And okay, for managing, yes, but not for playing football. But I'm here in Liverpool. I was at Dortmund. I was German champion. Nobody could expect when I started. So when these players with their bases, what they can do, when they try everything, that's the question. So if I can do, then imagine what they can do, and that's pretty easy to show them this way.
It's not just the players you've wooed. The English media, they are fascinated by you.
Right.
Your press conferences, they're warm, they're self-deprecating, they're comedic, occasionally potty-mouthed.
So the corner is already so you have not to say, I saw it was so you can try to... yeah, that would help in a game like this. Sorry, I said it twice. Rubbish.
Always passionate. You declared your team to be the biggest rubbish ever after out-shooting Norwich.
After the game, it feels funny, but it's really rubbish what we are doing. And so we have to solve this.
We need to score goals and not concede, you said, of your game plan before crushing Manchester City.
And then, very important, shoot the ball in the goal. And don't concede one, and then everything is okay.
You make it sound so easy.
Yeah, that's football. Cool, huh?
And after my favourite, you looked at the camera and you just said, boom.
Well, the best word I can say, but will describe this, was boom.
One German journalist who's watched you, he said you have an ability to mesmerise people. If Klopp had started a political party, they would have voted him into government immediately.
I think we take all the money we have and buy the set player specialists and bring them only on the pitch. No, we cannot solve this on the transfer market.
That's German sarcasm, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's worldwide sarcasm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is the secret to communicating with the English press? Because every manager in England wants to know.
Yeah, but that's the easiest thing. How I said, I don't care.
These young players are our future. If we handle them like horses, we got horses.
I don't care. I know press conference is an important part, and I give all information that I can give. So that's all. If I like the question, I give a good answer. If I don't like the question, I give a bad answer. That's how it is. It's an easy game.
Jurgen, it became a little bit too interesting there at the end, I'd imagine, for you.
No, to be honest, not. It's that was clear.
And I don't care a second before and not a second after. So that's important. It's not about saying what they want to hear.
Sometimes one comes to the other.
It's not about being funny because of being funny.
You don't understand, huh?
What a pity. You should learn.
If I have the possibility to enjoy the things I do.
Was that accurate?
Nein. No.
Have you ever done a pre-match interview in a tea room before, Jurgen?
For sure. You cannot imagine where I played by myself, and it's nice. It's everything here what you need. I was looking out for my cup, but there's no cup with my name.
Press conferences are a break of the serious things I have to do all day. I need to work really a lot, but interviews and press conferences are not work. They are only, I have to do it, so I do it.
Yeah, sorry.
Next, that magical night against Dortmund, and how long will the manager need before Liverpool are truly a Jurgen Klopp grade operation?
We have to develop our game, our style, everything. We have to create one of the most special atmosphere in world football. That's possible at Liverpool.
We've got to talk about the Dortmund game now. What a night. In the medieval ages, ballads would be written about that victory. You're 2-0 down against your old mob. You're having your pants pulled down, spanking with the whole German sporting public watching. And what amazed me about you is that you didn't back down. Lesser people, me, would have just hidden away, tried to get out of the stadium. You stood in your technical area, proud, defiant, urging your team on. Where does that sense of optimism and just courage come from?
How I said, I had bigger defeats than this. There are more important things in life than a game against Dortmund. So, and I have no problem. I have to learn accepting defeats long ago. So that's not a problem that you lose. The problem is how long you try to win. That's more what you have to think about. I was not too happy with conceding in the first 9 minutes, two goals. I was not too happy with this, and I knew everything can happen now. You can lose against a quality side like Dortmund. You can lose 6-7. That's no problem. They can do it. So, but it's not. These 90 minutes are not the time to think about this. I saw us playing then like we wanted to play. We created more chances against Dortmund than 100% of all teams, Bayern Munich included, all Porto, all Tottenham, in the last 20 games together. So we really knew how to play them, and we did it, but it was still 2-0 at halftime. And that was the reason why we came in the dressing room, and we were really cool. Not because we thought, okay, we have to push them. It was the truth. It was easy to see. We are on a good way. Yes, we conceded 2 goals, right. But we created a lot of chances. That's another truth. And if we do this again, we can change the game. And it's not sure that we will win the game, but it's not important in this moment. It's only important that we try everything. The players started not feeling the pressure of a 2-0, being 2-0 down. I don't know what they exactly did, but they played their best football. And then the problems for Dortmund became bigger and bigger. In the end, with a big portion of luck, with the last goal, we could win the game.
Can he tee up someone in red? In it goes towards Lovren.
The fact that the victory came on the eve of the 27th anniversary of the Hillsborough tragedy made it all the more poignant. It would soon be followed by the 4-0 defenestration of Everton in the derby, which was like watching a big cat toy with a mouse, a very athletically challenged mouse. There have been some erratic results this year.
He'll wind out him on the right foot. Oh, it's in, it's an own goal. Is it off Skirtle last? Another shot to add to the collection.
The losses to Newcastle and to Southampton.
Southampton are taking on Liverpool at their own game. Here's Sadio Mane! Incredible!
What do you learn the most from? The good performances or the bad performances?
We analyze games always apart from the result. So the result is only important for the table. The performance is important for the development. So we always cut the goals, and then we watch the game. And so we could learn of all these games, but we could not ignore our situation. Nobody wanna hear explanations when they sound like excuses. So we had a lot of injuries before we came here. We had injuries, and that's how it is when the season starts with this. Then we stay always in this circle because another player comes back, but he's healthy meanwhile, but not fit. So he has to play too often because another player is out then, and that was a circle. It was not too easy coming out, and I have no idea, to be honest. The Newcastle game away, it was for sure not our best game. We had a problem with the start in this time. In this time, we had a few games in a row where the start of the game was not too good. We developed this. We had a few games with set pieces in this season. So we solved this problem. So it's not about always worrying about if we would have done this and would have done this, then it would be better now. That's not like life should work.
In your interview for the Dortmund job, you were clear to the board. You said it takes a long time for a great young team. It can't be created overnight. How long will it take at Liverpool before you have a squad that is true Jurgen Klopp grade, physically, mentally, tactically, and talent-wise?
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. There's no time schedule where it's in a done, and now we are. So, but I think and I see we are on a really good way, and these players all developed great, especially as a team. The development is really easy to see, and I enjoy the work with them together. So we will see how long it takes. The problem is with development in football, you can develop as much as you want, and the teams around you will try the same. So, and you have again to be a competitor. So that's life in football. But there's no problem with this. We have to develop our game, our style, everything. We have to create one of the most special atmosphere in world football. That's possible at Liverpool. So that we enjoy the game. Not because, or that the atmosphere is not because of the opponent. When Man United is in, it's pretty easy. With outstanding performance. We need performances like this. I don't want to say the wrong thing about the club, but if you play against, I don't know, Tranmere or Huddersfield, that's important. That we want to celebrate our own performance, and not because the other team is a big team. So that's how we could improve. We can improve a lot of things, and that's what we try. And on this way, it's work. The nice thing is, when you are successful and you're still together, when you're successful in 3 years, then you can, in 5 years, you can look back and think the first 2 years were really important. But if you want to be successful, maximum successful in the next year, then you have 1 year full of pressure, full of you play draw and it's a catastrophe and things like this. So cool down. Everybody can believe me. I'm ambitious to the highest level. I'm really ready for everything. But I know it's work, and work needs time. And time can be a week, can be a month, can be a year, can be 2 years. But if we still stay really together and try to go this way together, then it's a bright future for Liverpool.
Last question for you. Jurgen, one of the things I most admire about you, you seem to have an almost infinite reservoir of optimism and joy. The football world, it's a hard, cynical place. What's your secret?
I believe in God. It's very easy. I believe in God, and my only job is to do my best in life, to care for my family, to care for the people I feel responsible for. So my only pressure is to be a good human being. I have no other pressure. That's quite easy.
And to leave every place that you've been at better after you leave than it was before?
If possible, I like to do this, yes.
Jurgen Klopp is a singular man who oozes belief, optimism and perspective in equal measure.
For Liverpool, this could be galvanising.
Beneath the warmth, self-effacement and humour of his press conferences is a leader confident in his ability to use his passion, intelligence and tactical acumen to transform the culture that surrounds him.
Liverpool lead the leaders!
This is a manager sure of his ability to make the most of every player at his disposal and create a bold, dominant winning collective.